Hello YouTube, Dbtgamer show, Pokemon Buzz Player, part 57. In the last part, YouTube, we started with Jim and we talked about Sonic for a little bit. In this part, talk a bit more about Sonic and hopefully talk about something else.
Okay, well...
Okay, the next Sonic game I remember coming out after Sonic Jam was...
Sonic CD was one which I never played because, like I say, it was on the Saturn.
Sonic CD was not on the Saturn, it was on the Sega CD.
See, I don't even know what console it's on. That's how little I know about it.
Sonic CD.
But from what I understand, it was pretty good.
Sonic CD.
It was sort of going back to its original 2D roots, and what I've seen of it, it looks pretty interesting.
Sonic CD. Okay, what do I think? Well, as far as 2D Sonic games go, it's good, but it's a little bit of an oddball because
some type of weird time traveling subplot to it.
It's got a time traveling subplot. If you time travel, it changes the level layout, and sometimes if you change the level layout in a certain way, it involves you not being able to beat the level. So the time travel thing was good when it worked in your favour, but sometimes it could work against you.
And it was also an introduction of that pink thing, which I refuse to speak of.
Amy. The special stages themselves, I have to say, they were quite difficult for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, it was an isometric perspective, and that made it difficult to figure out how to jump properly. Because you had to jump and attack these UFOs, and it was difficult. The second thing which made it difficult was it was timed. Every UFO you destroy, you got a certain amount of time.
Go on. What was after?
And the third reason was if you touched water, your time basically took a dump and basically just decreased faster than you say cowabunga.
Really?
You know, the special stages themselves, as long as you didn't touch water at all, which was hard to do because of the jumping and stuff, they were alright. The special stages were really, really difficult. I've actually beaten Sonic CD and got all the Chaos Emeralds. But it's a very hard experience. But in Sonic CD, there is actually a way to beat the game and get the good ending without getting all the Chaos Emeralds.
And
but if you go back in time, if you kill Metal Sonic in each level, you can actually get a good ending without collecting all the Chaos Emeralds.
And then came the adventure games.
Sonic Adventure 1, in all fairness, apart from Big Story, it was a good game.
Fishing? Why?
You know, that game is 80% decent.
Oh.
Then comes...
Let's run through the things that I hate about Sonic Adventure, shall we?
Okay.
Well,
I'll get my rocket launcher ready here. Just to fire a few things back at you.
Gripe number 1. It's set on Earth.
Okay.
At what point did Earth have 3-foot fucking hedgehogs?
Okay. I see your point.
Sonic looks like a complete twat when he's surrounded by normal-sized humans. It was a simple concept. The animals are good, the humans are bad. Why the fuck did we have to change that?
We only really had one human that was bad, and that was Dr. Robotnik.
They only had one human.
You know, there wasn't really any more humans around.
I could believe that Robotnik was some kind of, I don't know, super genius who left Earth in search of a land that he could conquer and call his own, and found Mobius, and I don't know, ran out of fuel, so he had to stay there. I don't fucking know, but I could believe that he's a traveller from Earth. And trying to conquer the land of these cute little creatures. He keeps getting constantly knocked back by the sort of the superhero of the race. I can live with that.
It's weird.
I grew up with fucking DuckTales. I can live with shit like that. All right. Animals good, humans bad. It's a simple concept.
I was once looking at something on the internet, and apparently some fans or some comic books or whatever in the Sonic universe believe that Dr. Robotnik actually created Sonic.
Yeah, that was in the Sonic the comic. I saw it as well when I was a kid.
That makes a lot of sense. in some ways.
Yeah. Okay, let me try and wrap my head around the comic version of the backstory to Sonic.
Uh-oh. There's all those duct tape in the wall, Adam. Don't try it.
Right. Dr. Olvi Kintabor was a scientist living on Mobius, experimenting with certain robots and other experiments going on. One of his experiments involved doing something to this young hedgehog. I don't know, giving him a chemical or stimulating the brain in some way to increase his speed. Something went wrong. That hedgehog mutated into what we now know as Sonic the Hedgehog, and the same thing that mutated him turned Dr. Ovi Kintabor into Dr. Ivar Robotnik, which is quite. It's running down the Alucard Dracula route in naming, but I don't know. That just doesn't sit well with me. I prefer the idea of Dr. Robotnik as some kind of space traveling madman who just wants to take over shit.
I kind of like the idea of his own creation rebelling against him.
Yeah, that's going back to the Mary Shelley mythos now.
What's Mary Shelley?
Mary Shelley. She was an author. She wrote the story of Frankenstein. You know, the doctor experimenting, created a monster which killed.
I know what Frankenstein is.
Right. Anyway, moving on. The gripe one was it's set on Earth and Sonic was like an idiot walking around humans.
I think the whole idea was Sonic was portrayed as a superhero.
That's actually a Japanese story. Sonic runs around Earth.
Being a superhero.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, look at Superman. He wears his own pants on one side of his body. He's a superhero. And he looks ridiculous. In sometimes.
Yeah, but the thing is, that wasn't the story over here.
I know, it sort of clashed.
They obviously saw it necessary to change the story for the early games, and then all of a sudden changed it back to something that now we can't relate to. Dude, if you're gonna do that, don't change it in the first place. And anyway, gripe number 2. Dr. Robotnik. Learn it, love it, Robotnik. R-O-B-O-T R-O-B-O-T-N-I-K. Robotnik.
Can I say one thing?
Not Eggman.
Can I say one thing?
What?
In Sonic Adventure 1, Dr. Robotnik still refers to himself as Dr. Robotnik.
And ever since then, everyone calls him Eggman.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure, the last game, was called Robotnik. After that, it was Eggman. So
I wouldn't mind, but in Sonic Adventure 2...
the song is, I am the Eggman, the one with the master plan,
yeah,
so on and so forth.
And the whole story revolves around something like Robotnik's great-granddad and his auntie or something like that.
No, his
Both of them are called Robotnik. So why the fuck are we calling him Eggman now? Why is Eggman suddenly his legal name?
Yeah, I never liked that either, because the word...
I understand Eggman is the direct translation of Robotnik's original name in the original Japanese version. I can live with that. But first of all, you already changed it to Robotnik, which makes a hell of a lot more sense in this country.
He roboticizes rabbits, roboticizes...
Yeah, he's an inventor. He deals with robots. And for a child, a name like Robotnik would stick. It makes sense. Eggman, in this country, is a reference to a late 60s Beatles song called I Am the Walrus. What the fuck's that going to do with robots? Anyway.
I'm just trying to think of a robot playing a guitar and playing the Beatles songs now. No, this doesn't work.
And obviously gripe number 3. Big? Cat? Fishing? What? Sonic story, fishing, no, does not compute. Watch our Let's Play, you'll understand how much I fucking hate that idiot.
You got through the stage in 2 parts, so that was good.
Yeah, I completed Big's entire story in like half an hour.
Yeah.
So, not only is it short and pointless, it adds nothing to the story, and doesn't make any friggin' sense.
Okay, what's she? So.
And finally, this is just a personal thing.
You have more gripes. Okay.
Yeah, just last one.
Well, the big one I can take. The Robotnik thing I understand. The saving the world thing. That is not a hero and not it's on Earth. I can see where you're coming from, but it doesn't really make it a problem.
Right. Anyway, the final one.
Well, man, it's better than good.
Oh, sorry. Just a quick side one. Cameras do not belong up the skirt of a pink hedgehog. All right. Stop doing it.
Adam, we need to concentrate now. We need to do Koga's sort of enemy bio.
We're actually running low on time, so I'll tell you what. You piss around for 5 minutes, and I'll go through my last
Sonic thing in the next
my final gripe.
Right.
Right.
We need to do Koga's enemy bio.
We've got like two minutes left, mate.
Well, I can't do anything else. We'll do Sonic.
Walk around, go heal or something.
I've healed.
Tough. Sit still for 2 minutes then.
I'll train up Golem a little bit.
Right, while he's doing that, final gripe, and then I promise I'm finished with Sonic Adventure 1.
On-screen level grinding.
Right at the end, Sonic got what was it? Chaos. That's it.
Sonic kills Perfect Chaos.
No. Chaos absorbs all the negative energy of the Chaos Emeralds and transforms into this sort of omnipotent serpentine creature. Got that. Sonic absorbs
the good energy of the Chaos Emeralds.
The positive energy for the Chaos Emeralds and becomes Super Sonic to beat the flying shite out of the gigantic watery dildo thing. Okay, that's fair enough. Knuckles comes along with Chaos Emeralds in hand and says, Sonic, it basically says, Sonic, you're the other one who can do this. No, you can do it as well, dipshit. Remember that back in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you got all the Chaos Emeralds transformed into Super Knuckles? Why am I the other one who remembers this shit? You can do it too!
Adam?
In fact, you have access to the Super Emeralds. Remember them? You know, the ones that allow you to punch the ground and create earthquakes? Imagine what would happen if you punched water. Come on, dude! Why am I the only one who remembers this shit? What is it? Continuation? Continuity, that's it. Continuity, dipshit, for fuck's sake! You have the power to become a psychedelic, super speed echidna that can glow in the dark and punch mountains down. Why are you Sonic the only one who can do this?
Oh, I'm not even flamethrower.
I don't care. I've lost interest.
Right, I'm gonna get rid of Tail Whip here. Now I have 2 decent fire moves.
And we're on about 14 minutes, mate.
Right, YouTube. Now Adam's finished the explosion, we'll end the part here.
Right, we'll call it that for this episode. So, yeah, until next time, guys. Oh, one last thing. No one ever told Sonic what Tikar's name was!
Are we ever gonna let go of that?
No, 'cause it makes no bloody sense!
Let it go, Adam.
We're supposed to accept this shit! Why? No one told him her name! How come he automatically knows it? Dude! Stop it! Oh, my brain!